My name is Amanda. I'm with the Tampa Hillsborough County Public Library. I want to thank you for joining us today on this Lunch and Learn. It is our pleasure to welcome Lynn Kroesen, who is the manager of the Entrepreneurial Collaborative Center, and she's going to share with us today building or growing your business with the Entrepreneurial Collaborative Center. If you are not aware of this resource, please become aware. This is a great community resource we have through Hillsborough County. If you're looking to start a business, grow a business, or just learn about the foundations of becoming an entrepreneur, it is a one-stop shop. It is a great resource. Or if you are familiar with it but want to learn how to be more connected with it in these times that we find ourselves in, this is going to be the presentation for you. Now, I do want to let you know we will be fielding questions. So if you go to your GoToWebinar control panel, you can send questions anytime throughout the webinar, and we will be doing a live Q&A with Lynn at the end of the session. So feel free to log those questions anytime, and we will do them. We will read them out to her live at the end of the session. I also want to let you know at the end of this webinar, you will get a brief survey. Please fill out that survey and give us feedback. That lets us know what kind of programming you're looking for and helps us better plan for the future. So without further ado, I am going to pass the mic and the camera over to Lynn, and I will be back to help field questions at the end.
So hey everybody, thank you so much Amanda for that nice introduction. I'm very excited. We've been a longtime partner with the library system, the Hillsborough County Public Library System, for goodness, the entire time I've been with Hillsborough County, which has been 2007. So great collaboration. They have so many amazing resources that you can tap into to start and grow your business. And the synergies between the two of us are so amazing. They actually have a location within our ECC that unfortunately you don't have access to right now due to COVID-19, but they do have a resource center and a satellite office within our facility. When we do get back to our new norm, whatever that might be, that you can certainly tap into those resources and learn more about what they do when you are visiting the ECC. So I'm going to go ahead and start my presentation. As Amanda said, I manage the Entrepreneur Collaborative Center, which is part of Hillsborough County's Economic Development Department. And make sure my screen is going here. Hold on. So we're part of Hillsborough County's Economic Development Department, which is under the Hillsborough Board of County Commissioners. We were established in the year 2014. We actually just celebrated not too long ago our 5-year anniversary. We did have big plans to celebrate that anniversary. Unfortunately, COVID-19 had a different direction to take us. So that is temporarily postponed. However, the party will go on and we will have a celebration in the fall, hopefully, to acknowledge some of our success stories and all of our amazing accomplishments through our partnerships at Hillsborough County. As I said, we're part of Hillsborough County's Economic Development Department and established in 2014 thanks to our Board of County Commissioners that believe in the mission that we need to create a central location for our Hillsborough County entrepreneurs. We're very centrally located in Ybor City. We have easy access with free parking, and it creates a one-stop shop for our business owners to seek resources and assistance. We recognize as an entrepreneur in Hillsborough County, there are so many resources out there available to you that it's overwhelming. You're not sure which resource might serve you best. So our team at the ECC, whether you visit or call in as it is right now, will help you navigate the system and understand which partner, which organization may best fit your need. And our partners consist of nonprofit organizations, academic institutions, and other government agencies who all have the same mission in mind, and that's to grow and build our Hillsborough County entrepreneur ecosystem. We actually have nearly 100 partners now. In a real normal world, we usually host about 100 or more events, about 1,100 participants in those events, and provide the resources and information and education to start or grow your business. I'll highlight a couple of the programs awards that we've received. Hold on. Since our launch in 2014, we're very excited to achieve and been awarded several different recognitions. In 2017, we were the Best Entrepreneurial Support Organization as voted by the People's Choice for the Tampa Bay Business Journal. In 2018, we were We received an award for the annual Future of the Region Awards in the Economic and Energy category. In 2018, we received another award for Investment in Thrive by the Planning Commission. And then our home run, which was in 2019, we're super excited about this one. Not sure we'll ever beat this award because this was a national recognition that we received from the National Association of Counties. And we competed against 3,000 counties in the Community and Economic Development category and won with the Hub of Entrepreneurship. So this is quite a huge achievement for us, and we're very unique in Hillsborough County because the program that we have at the ECC is not something you'll see anywhere else in the country. And the reason I say that, most of the programs similar to the ECC are either nonprofit organizations or connected to an academic institution, but not necessarily run by your local government. So the facility, the Entrepreneur Collaborative Center, as I've been referring to as the ECC, is 100% funded by Hillsborough County taxpayer dollars. So this is your taxpayer dollars at work and shows how our county commission has a strong belief in supporting the entrepreneurs in our community. We have over 85% of our local small businesses that are considered mom and pop, those small businesses that we should shop and support local. I already mentioned briefly about some of the programs that we host or some of the numbers that we host. We have, on average, about 100 events monthly in our normal world with about 1,100 participants. We also, in addition to hosting educational, networking, presentation programs, we do offer one-on-one consulting through our various partners. And our partners meet on site with clients one-on-one. And I didn't mention this, but most of the programming that's hosted at the ECC is completely at no cost. Something that's been very interesting since COVID-19, we recognized how important, more than ever, that our entrepreneurs, our businesses, whether existing or just starting up, still need easy access to those resources. And unfortunately, you're not able to come into the center, but we had a seamless transition to convert everything to virtual. And it's been really an incredible experience. The team has done an amazing job. And if you're not on our newsletter, I highly encourage you to sign up for our newsletter, and I'll provide that information at the end of the presentation so you can see all the virtual events that we're hosting daily. Sometimes we have up to 12 events happening in one day, all related to starting or growing your business. I just calculated our numbers for the month of May, and we hosted 120 events and had 1,600 participants virtual. So that's even more than our normal in-person event. So very outstanding. We're super excited about that because we were able to reach an audience that may not have known about what we do at the ECC, or maybe others who weren't able to visit the ECC and utilize the programming and such. We're now able to tap into that virtually. So it'll be interesting to see how our new model moves forward once we are post-COVID and out of our emergency situation. So we have on site normally our anchor team, which are all Hillsborough County employees who are contracted with the Small Business Development Center at Hillsborough County. And they are under the Florida state statute to serve as the official business technical assistance provider in the state of Florida. Our team of on-site consultants hosts both programming virtually now as well as virtual consulting. All of this, again, at no cost for every stage of your business. Whether you have a business idea or if you're in business and looking to pivot, like a lot of our businesses lately have had to identify how to diversify themselves so they can keep operating during this difficult, challenging time. So we have 2 startup business consultants, and then we have 3 certified business consultants with the Small Business Development Center that focus primarily on businesses in 3 or more years in existence. This is also our team who will be overseeing many of the recovery programs that we've initiated. If you haven't seen yet, we do have released on Friday a Rebuild Community-Based Businesses Grant Program. This was made available to businesses who suffered damage to their physical building during the recent civil unrest. Hillsborough County is providing grants up to $50,000 to help in the rebuilding or to rebuild your inventory if it's not necessarily a infrastructure rebuild, to those businesses throughout our county that suffered damage due to the civil unrest due to recent happenings. We also have on site what we call our anchor event. So we have our anchor tenant who provide the consulting and educational workshops. And then we have 1 Million Cups, which is a program that's funded by the Kauffman Foundation, which is based out of Kansas City. And 1 Million Cups is similar to like a live version of Shark Tank that takes place every single Wednesday morning at 9 a.m. Normally it's at the ECC. However, this is one of those programs that's made a seamless transition to virtual. And we have 2 presenters each week who present their business idea, or if they're 5 years or less in business, they present their idea, they have 6 minutes to present, and then they have 20 minutes of audience interaction. The audience consists of fellow entrepreneurs, the community, people who are like-minded individuals and interested in growing our entrepreneur ecosystem. Sometimes we have investors in the audience, but they all have that same mission in mind, and that's to, again, grow our Hillsborough County entrepreneur ecosystem. So a lot of people often inquire, where did the name 1 Million Cups come from? So actually the Kauffman Foundation, their goal is that hopefully simultaneously across the country, 1 million entrepreneurs and like-minded individuals will be enjoying a cup of coffee at 9 a.m. every Wednesday morning. So this program isn't just in Hillsborough County, it's throughout the entire United States. There's now over 220 chapters. We're very proud to be one of the largest in the Southeast United States and one of the very successful programs that are producing success stories weekly. Here it gives you a visual of what it normally looks like when we do host 1 Million Cups. You can see we've got a presenter up front and then the audience sitting back, waiting to ask the questions, eager to provide feedback and help that presenter identify if their idea is really a feasible one or not, possibly help them make connections, maybe offer them some guidance in marketing or website development. But it's definitely one of the programs, it's one of my very favorite programs and one that you don't want to miss if you have the opportunity on Wednesday morning to tune in. We also are the home of Operations Startup, which is a collaborative partnership between Hillsborough Community College and Hillsborough County Board of County Commissioners. And this is a program that serves our veterans and social entrepreneurs. They're located in the back of our building, normally in our real world, and veteran entrepreneurs have the opportunity to utilize space in the back, which you can see in the picture on the far left here, as co-work space. So they can actually operate their business out of this space at no cost and be surrounded by other veterans who are doing the same thing. And we've identified veterans like to work together. They like to be surrounded by people who they've been serving with, and they also like to be exposed to the civilian community to be open-minded to other ideas to start and grow their business. In addition to Operation Startup and the others that I've mentioned, we host programs for the Service Corps Retired Executive SCORE, also a national program. Our SCORE chapter just celebrated 50 years last year, so super proud of them for that. They are headquartered in our office. They do workshops on site. Well, they used to, and they're doing those virtually now as well. And they also provide consulting one-on-one at no cost. And looky there on the right-hand side, we have the Hillsborough County Public Library System hosting one of their programs. Prior to COVID-19, the library system hosted a monthly workshop on site on various topics related to business development. A couple other highlights, we work very closely with Prospera, which is formerly the Hispanic Business Initiative Fund. They are very similar to SCORE and the SBDC, where they provide workshops at no cost as well as consulting, but everything that they do, they conduct completely in Spanish. Our Hispanic population in Hillsborough County is very high, and we recognize the importance of being able to serve them so they can start and grow their business as well. We work very closely with the Black Heritage Festival. They host typically a monthly event on financials, whether it be cash flow, budgeting, investing, and taxes for your business. Couple others here. We already talked a little bit about Operation Startup, but we also have two other veteran organizations that we're partnered with, Action Zone and Bunker Labs. Action Zone does host veteran programs through the state of Florida Veterans Program. They have a grant that they receive where they host almost like a boot camp that goes for 6 weeks. And then Bunker Labs is another national organization that provides a networking opportunity to veteran entrepreneurs on a monthly basis at different locations throughout Hillsborough County. LaunchCode, they are a partner that's headquartered on site as well. They teach coding, web development, programming. We host not only educational programs, but we also offer our space to committees to host their meetings, whether it's chambers. In this particular case, you can see the minority business team meeting with their committee. We have the Children's Board of Hillsborough County that we partner with. They do an annual social venture program pitch competition where they award $25,000 annually to their winners. On the left-hand side, you'll see AMROC, which was last year's winner. We host or provide space to the Florida Institute of CPAs. They host their continuing education programs on site on a monthly basis as well, now virtual. We also work very closely with the youth entrepreneurs in our community. The Shooting Star Foundation, a national organization, hosted a summer camp. This was high school entrepreneurs, and it was actually led by local high school entrepreneurs. They had a 4-week program where they came in with an idea and launched a business by the end of that program, and then had a pitch competition as well, which was really amazing. And then we have the University of Florida that hosts their annual, actually they're doing it now biannual, teacher education program. And this is where they're working closely with the teachers in Hillsborough County and educating them on how to provide STEM and entrepreneurship and incorporate it into their classrooms. Here's a listing of some of the other programs that we do provide. I only give you a sampling. Like I said, we host over 100 events a month, so you can only imagine the diversity of our programming. Everything from minority to students to veterans, to the golden agers, to food industry, you name it, we do it. And that's our whole goal, is to help you as an entrepreneur navigate that system. Just like when I started my presentation, it's overwhelming, and you can see based on all the programs, it's like, where do you go? Which one's best for me? So you can chat with our team and they'll help you identify what might be the best program for you to start with. And I mentioned we launched in December of 2014, celebrating 5 years. We've evolved tremendously. We now offer extended hours, where in the beginning we were your typical 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. We now have office hours when we return back to our normal office hours, or extended hours, I should say, available in the evening as well as on weekends. We continue to increase our partnerships. We continue to improve the technology available in the ECC as well as virtually. And there we go, there's some more library hours hosted there. I'm very proud to have the library on site when they can be again, to serve our entrepreneurs as well. The next slide will conclude my presentation. It'll show you my contact information as well as where to sign up for upcoming programming for our newsletter. But I also encourage you to sign up on our newsletter, because we'll be releasing soon another business recovery program towards the end of the month. And this is where it's going to be advertised first. So if you receive our newsletter, you'll be one of the first to know about the upcoming recovery programs that we'll have that'll be launched throughout Hillsborough County. And with that, I just reached my 20 minutes. That will conclude my presentation.
Thank you so much, Lynn. Thank you for sharing all of that information with us. I do want to remind anybody who did not get the information at the start of the program, you can definitely, there is a question section. If you have any questions for Lynn, or if you have any, you'd like some more information about anything, you can go ahead and type that in the question section. And I'm going to get started with a few questions. So one of the first questions is about your flagship program, which is, I'll go ahead and bring my camera back on as well, 1 Million Cups. Is that, you mentioned it's like Shark Tank. Does everybody get a chance to present at 1 Million Cups? And if you do want to present, how would you go about doing that?
Okay, so it's very easy. You can simply visit the 1 Million Cups website by going to 1millioncups.com/Tampa, and there's an opportunity there for you to apply to present. You submit your application. You'll go through a series of questions to qualify you, to make sure that you're ready to present. We want to make sure that you're 5 years or less in business. We want to hear a little bit about your mission statement. And then somebody from our organizing committee will reach out to you to schedule a dry run and help you practice before we put you out in front of the audience. So we'll walk you through the criteria, provide everything that you need to know step by step, and even provide you some sample questions of what you can expect from the audience on the day of 1 Million Cups.
Wonderful. And then another thing you mentioned during the presentation is there's the different FSBDC, the Florida Small Business Development Center consultants for kind of 0-year startup to 3 years and after 3 years. Are there any minimum or maximum thresholds for a business that can participate in terms of size or how old they are, or any qualifications there?
Absolutely not. Everybody, whatever stage of your business that you're in, whether you just have a general idea or whether you're generating more than 20 million in annual revenue and have 200 employees, we have a team, we have a partner that will be happy to serve you, because even though you've been maybe in an existence for 20 years and you have over 200 employees, in times especially now like COVID-19, we have a qualified and certified team that can help you continue running your business, diversify your business, pivot your business, whatever it is that you might need assistance with. And no matter how old your business is, you always have to keep it fresh. You need to know what the latest trends are, how to market your business, maybe you need to rebrand. And that's what our team is available to do. So every stage of business, we can absolutely assist you through one of our partnerships.
Wonderful. And speaking of your partnerships, are there on the ECC webpage, is there contact information or to get in touch with some of the different community partners, or how can audience members find that information?
So yes, you can visit hillsboroughcounty.org/ECC to learn about all of our partners. You're also more than welcome to email me or contact the team at the ECC. We do have a very detailed list of every partner that we work with that includes what they do and how you can reach out to that particular organization.
Wonderful. And then we did have a question about FSBDC consultants. And I do want to remind people that obviously Lynn has shared the contact information, but if you are on the library website, you can go to hcplc.org/research/business. We also do have a link to the Entrepreneurial Collaborative Center from the library website. So you can come via link, or you can go directly in the information that Lynn has shared. Sorry, back to the question about the FSBDC consultants. Are they available to do any consulting right now on platforms like Zoom or Skype or GoToWebinar, or is that something that's been suspended at the current time?
No, they've actually had a very seamless transition as well and are 100% virtual right now. Not only are they offering their workshops, they did actually have a business plan series that they are, I think, right in the middle of right now, but they have that going on. They have several other workshops that they're offering virtually as well, and they are continuing their virtual consulting that is still at no cost and available to clients by appointment. You can visit our site and sign up for a consulting appointment, and you can also check out our calendar to see what kind of workshops they have coming up in the near future.
Wonderful. And they are constantly going on. I would definitely recommend checking that out. It looks like that is the end of the questions we have. Last chance if anybody has any additional questions. There is the contact information there if you want to follow up. But I can say I've seen firsthand as a community partner just the breadth of information and services shared is really astounding. And it like Lynn was saying, it's so unique and it's so special to our county. So I would definitely recommend taking advantage of that and seeing what it is all about. So I want to thank you, Lynn, so much for joining us today and sharing all of that information. And I do want to remind anybody who is viewing the webinar, please take part in that brief survey that you'll receive via email after this webinar that will give you the opportunity to let us know what kind of programming you are interested in virtually going forward for the summer. So once again, thank you to Lynn, and thank you for everybody who's attended today.
Thank you, Amanda, and I hope to see all of you virtually or sometime in the very near future at the ECC. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye-bye.